Good morning. Let us join our hearts and minds together in prayer. Holy, eternal one, we give you great thanks and praise for this glorious day, for this occasion that has brought us together in this time and place, wherever we come from or wherever we may be on our life's journey. We give special thanks for the bright, shining young men and women who we honor here today. We thank you for the chances and challenges that have shaped and formed them for this day, and for the excellent nurture and support given to them by their families and by the faculty, staff, and administration of the Gow School. We thank you especially for each one of these young men and women, for their unique gifts and strengths, for their courage and will to persevere even through a pandemic, and for the inspiration that they are to each other, to all of us, and to the world. We welcome your presence here among us now as we celebrate their achievements and mark this time of endings and new beginnings. Help us to savor this special moment in time and give us your joy in our hearts today and always. And let all the people say together, Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother Ann. God is great. I would like to ask those attending today who once attended the Gow School to please stand, walk to the aisle, and come up in front of this stage and face our community. That's right. If you ever went to Gow 1 year, 5 years, last year, 74 years ago, whatever it might be, walk forward, please, toward this microphone. Come on, you can do it. Come on. And I want you to turn and face our community. Oh my gosh, we've never done this before at graduation. What's happening, Mr. Rogers? It's change. It's an improvement, as always. Please give a round of applause to these Govians. And to you seniors and to you students, I am still your teacher, and this is a symbolic moment where once a Govian, always a Govian. The loyalty to the community and each other, wherever you are, this is what it's all about. And we thank you for believing in the school. We thank you for coming back for a dose of Gow. It's really special to have you here. You can now walk back to your seats and have a seat, and we'll finish out this program. Congrats to the alums. As we bear and dare through our ceremony, through life, through the work we do, I would like to recognize our trustees today, members of our Board of Trustee volunteers that are attending. Creighton Murch, Marianne Colson, Eric Halls, Emlyn Flanagan are the ones that I saw. Please join me in appreciating these volunteers. If you could stand to be recognized, we thank you. Thank you, Emlyn. Thank you, Creighton, Marianne, and Eric Halls. While we're clapping, I would like all of the faculty, staff, from our nurses, buildings, grounds, teachers, department chairs, on your feet. I want to recognize the finest group of teachers that I know. They are the backbone of this school. I'd like to ask Mr. John Monroe to come join me at the podium. He is our 7th head of school. He's been learning the Gow way, visiting. You know almost all of the students, many of the teachers. It's great to present you with something very special. This is the Raven. John, I want you to hold it. Keep it.
It's a heavy raven.
It's a heavy Raven. It does not fly. But I will tell you, I received this from Dan Kelly several years ago, and it's just a symbolic piece to remind us who we are. The raven's a smart animal. Here in this area of South Wales, you look, and if you find one, you'll find two more. They work as a team. Two will feed, one will watch. They're protectors. And this raven works its way around campus on occasion. Dan Kelly gave it to me to keep in my office. I was having a rough week. He goes, oh, here you go, Mr. Rogers. The raven's going to watch over you. It's kind of weird when it's staring at you and you're working. But I noticed, though, when someone was having a good week or struggling, I brought that and placed that with them just for a day or two or maybe three. So this is a symbolic of the transition, the passing of the baton, the passing of the raven to your seventh head of school, Mr. John Monroe. Please join me in formally welcoming him to GOW.
Thank you. But that's how good as an evil eye. Excellent.
A smooth, non-disruptive transition at leadership is so helpful. Mr. Monroe has done this job elsewhere. He's an expert. Our Board of Trustees was very responsible, and of those finalists, he was obviously the person to step in. He was with us a little while ago in the theater when we had that private moment as a school, shared some reflections. He led us in that, and I can tell you, Gal, you are in great hands with Mr. Monroe. Take good care of that bird. Take good care of that school. I know you will. So I'm going to give you a lesson. First, I want to tell you that these diplomas, they are, in fact, in accordance with our absolute charter issued by the University of the State of New York Education Department and accredited by the New York State Association of Independent Schools on this Friday, May 19th, 2023. There are 6 legacies. We'll have a little fun with that in this class. But first, the lesson. Last night at the senior dinner, I gave a message around the pursuit and the journey of fulfillment. Fulfillment is a state of your spirit. Happiness is a moment or more, but fulfillment is a higher level. And I'm going to walk through that again. So after the senior dinner, I got home. It was 9:30. I'm getting ready to close it down, go to bed, get ready for today. My college son's home for the summer. He's buzzing around in the kitchen. Anne's there. I'm literally like turning the light out. Dad, there's a GOW kid at the door. Come on, man, it's my last day. Went downstairs and I greeted Fede Falco. It's 9:45. Sir, I have a gift for you. Thank you, Fede. And I received this wonderful tie that I'm wearing. Fede, where are you? It makes me look so good, young and tall. This tie, thank you. And it's symbolic of the school, and I'm so honored to begin to wear this tie proudly. Came in this nice box, and I started thinking. And so I wrote a lesson on the inside of the tie box about the journey to fulfillment. You are looking at a person who is fully fulfilled. Journey's not over, but I want to tell you the secret, the 8 steps. And it's a secret, so keep it in-house. Number 1, do your purpose. Each of us has a superpower, a strength, a something we do well. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's debate. Maybe it's woodworking. Maybe it's being an electrician. Maybe it's being a coder, a carpenter. It could be a nurse. Find the purpose and be the purpose. Number 2, be a yes. Be a yes. Be optimistic. Be positive. Be willing. Be a yes. That is a conscious decision. Number 3, become a relationship expert. Let's face it. We're social beings. Relationships are critical. Learn how to interact with others. Hone your relationship skills, seniors, and all of us. And find out from others, hey, how do I land on other people? What do I need to work on? That's a bold question. Become a relationship expert. Number 4, halfway there, be kind. Pillar of the school, be kind. It's free. It costs $0 to be kind. Just be nice, be kind. Help lift up someone else. My good dad told me, my first teacher and coach, every day, try to do something nice for some other person somewhere. It's so fulfilling. Number 5, ready? Find romantic love. Go out and look for romantic love. It's so fulfilling. And for those of you who have found romantic love, you know the fulfillment it brings. Number 6, work hard. Be a grinder. Get there early. Join a company. Tell the boss, I'm here to make this company even better. And then when you're ready, start your own company. Then you'll be working hard. Work hard. Number 7, get married. Your spouse is somewhere on the planet. Your husband, your wife, the person of your love, of your life. Marry them. Learn how to love for life. And number 8, the last one, start a family. Talk about fulfillment, the joy of being a parent, bringing a child to life, adopting a beautiful creature will bring complete fulfillment. So Fede, I'm gonna give you the box. I'm gonna give you the lesson. I'm gonna thank you for the tie. Okay. To you seniors, I want you to make the 100% attendance commitment next year when you get to university. Go, even if you don't want to. Get to know your professor. Use their name. Self-advocate. Speak to them about your strengths, about your weaknesses, about your needs. These students are the lucky Cheerios. The other ones out there, I'm going to go help them. But I thank you all, moms and dads and parents, for your trust. They're ready for the next step in their journey. These seniors understand their learning styles. Expect them to deploy their self-advocacy skills. As parents, you also are forever part of the Govian nation, and if you ever need a lift, you know where to find us. Before we hear from these seniors, I just personally want to say thank you and farewell. Murray.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tears up here today. Hopefully I'm not the first. Okay. Good morning, Gal. Thank you. My name is Mark Burris, and I'm the Student Council President. I'd like to ask the members of the Student Council and our advisors, Ms. Milam and Mr. Sandrowski, to please stand. Don't be shy. Without these remarkable people, we would not have accomplished as much as we did this past school year. In addition to our traditional events such as prom and winter and spring carnivals and Crimson and Navy competitions, we created the first Gal haunted house in the basement of Maine. Over 200 people from the community came to Gal to tour our haunted house. Shout out to my supporting haunted house actor, Oscar Plikas, for really embracing his role. We also had a student and faculty volleyball game, which of course the students won. Thank you, Student Council. You may sit. This senior class is a very special one, and I want to thank each of the students behind me for their support over the past year. Together, we have grown and learned from each other, and I wouldn't have it any other way. For that, I am forever grateful. To the underclassmen, I want you to enjoy the journey, not just focus on leaving this place. Learn from each other and listen to your teacher's wisdom. You may not always agree with people, but it's important to listen and respect others. Remember the 4 pillars of kindness, respect, honesty, and hard work. And don't just use them at Gal, let them guide the way you live your life. And to Noel, I'm so excited you're going to be the Student Council President next year. I know you're going to do a great job. Gal is very lucky to have you. I now want to recognize the Gal parents. It's because of the sacrifices that you have made, we have this opportunity. The opportunity for a more hopeful future. As Mr. Rogers has often reminded us, we are the lucky Cheerios, and being able to attend this school is truly a gift. And Mr. Rogers, may you take a step forward? Just right here. Oh, one of our biggest blessings was to have had Mr. Rogers as our headmaster for the last 19 years. Mr. Rogers, you are someone who truly cares about students like us. You have had an immeasurable impact on so many students, including me. Saying thank you doesn't seem enough, but I want to ask everyone to please join me in thanking Mr. Rogers on behalf of the entire Gal community. And for one last time, take care of yourself and take care of someone else.
Good job. All right.
Good morning. My name is Oscar Plikas. As the 12th grade student council representative, I have the pleasure of presenting the class of 2023's senior gift. The class of 2023 and our families have raised more than $30,000 to purchase new furniture for the lobby of the West End Dining Hall. Eating meals in the lobby is a senior privilege, and this is a gift. We provide seating so all seniors can enjoy the meals together. A plaque will tell future students and families that this gift comes from the class of 2023 and our families. In addition, our gift will also go towards new chairs in the dining hall and more tables outdoors. Our class hopes that this new furniture will be enjoyed by us when we come back to visit, and more senior classes to come. We know that this new furniture will be a great addition to GAO. On behalf of the entire senior class of 2023, we are grateful to everyone who has helped make this gift possible. Thank you.
Good morning. I'd like to ask Heidi Baus to join me on stage, please.
Ooh, yeah.
It's an honor today to present the Lowell L. Lundell Excellence in Teaching Award to a veteran teacher who is willing to take on new challenges, works to perfect the craft of teaching, and is sure to publicly recognize the efforts of her students and colleagues. I was fortunate enough early on in my career to teach alongside Mr. Lundell nearly 40 years ago. Mr. Roush and Mr. Howe will likely remember his trademark greeting to the boys of Green Cottage each and every morning. "Get up, boys, this ain't no hotel," he would bemoan. Lowell, or Link as he preferred, was the consummate teacher, a teacher's teacher, if you will, that held high standards for himself while expecting teachers to grow and learn alongside their students. A former student of Link writes, "Patient, caring, straightforward, with an educational philosophy cemented in setting standards and expecting results. He did what some would consider impossible, transforming his pupils, often misunderstood in other environments, into educated individuals with purpose, direction, and a sense of self." This student may have been writing about this year's recipient. This year's recipient models all that is good about Link Lundell and his dedication to the students and faculty of Gow School. Today's recipient has many attributes of Link. Among them are a sense of humor, compassion, and a love of teaching art. This teacher takes raw talent and transforms it into creating potters, graphic designers, photographers, and journalists. She converts self-doubting students into confident artists with a magical drive, aided by a high degree of tenacity, wisdom, and courage. With 28 years of experience, this teacher met her husband here at Gow. They share a beautiful family together, and she shows no indication of slowing down. The Lowell L. Lindell Award for Excellence in Teaching is presented to Heidi Baust.
Take it out front to the podium. Come on out here. Woo! Good job, Heidi. Mind getting that award for me? Yeah.
This is the Norman and Vesta Howard Award. Norm was the second headmaster of the school for 19 years, and he left with us the notion, plan accordingly. The Norman Vesta Howard Award is presented to that student who, through talents, perseverance, and the will to succeed, represents the highest levels of academic achievement at Gow. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Annalise Brower.
The David W. Gow Award. This is in honor of Headmaster Emeritus David W. Gow. This award is presented to that student in the middle school who, through his or her character and achievement, has contributed most to the success of the school year. Please allow me to say a few words about this student. Over the course of this year, the recipient of this award has provided value leadership, not just necessarily by her words, but mostly and most impactfully through her actions and her genuine personality. Despite her best efforts to not shine too brightly at times, we all saw it. Since arriving this year as a new 8th grader, this student has consistently set an example of our 4 pillars of kindness, respect, hard work, and honesty. Her peers are drawn to her by her incredibly kind spirit, persistently inquisitive mind, and empathetic nature. This student showed significant academic achievement throughout this year. She stayed positively engaged and connected. She earned honor scroll all 4 marking periods and maintained one of the highest GPAs in her grade. She has proved herself eager to learn, willing to work hard, and an absolute joy to teach. I vividly remember this student's admissions interview a little over a year ago. Her smile and energy were instantly infectious. One of the first things she told me was that she absolutely loved science. I mean, loved science. Also, that she was not so great a reader and her handwriting was a disaster. After that first moment, I knew we needed the opportunity to work with her. She and students like her is why this school exists. I have little doubt this student will continue to make a positive impact on our school community in the years to come. She still loves science, perhaps even more so after a year of our new STEM course, but I believe she's starting to like reading and writing more and more. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's David W. Gow Award to Shayna Friedman.
And now for the main event, the senior speeches and presentation of diplomas. The crimson stole that adorns the blue or white gown of the indicated members of the class of 2023 marks the achievement of excellence and an honors diploma. Members of the National Honor Society are wearing the traditional gold cord. It is now my privilege to introduce the members of the class of 2023 to present their graduation speeches. Madison Andrisano. Merrick McDonald.
Good morning and half a day. My name is Merrick Claver McDonald, and I'm from the island of Saipan, USA. I've been at the Gal School for 1.5 years now. I never thought I'd go to a boarding school, but that became a reality when COVID-19 came and put me in online school for 2 years. Coming to this school was the best educational experience I've ever had. All the friends I made here are ones I'll remember for a very long time. Going to Holiday Valley for skiing in place of PE class was amazing, and being the ball boy for home soccer games was fun. Being at this school has taught me how to be away from my family and how to live more independently. My family is a 2-day plane ride away, so the learning curve was real. But living close enough to visit grandparents on break was a big plus. The first people I met at Gal were Ryan, Julian, and Fede. Meeting them was a great start to my Gal experience. And once I got to know them, they helped me feel like I belonged here. Even though they were funny and crazy, being accepted by them helped me feel less nervous, and it encouraged me to socialize more. To the underclassmen, you may have hated this school in the beginning, but you will miss it in the end. I would like to thank Mr. Jimenez for all the video games and horror movies you would talk about in class, and Ms. Sullivan for putting up with me as my advisor this year. I could not have had a better first experience living in the United States than my time here at the Gal School. Because of Gal, I'll be heading to Northern Marianas College. Mr. Rogers, have a fun time in retirement. Thank you.
Alexander Barr.
Good morning. My name is Alex Barr. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I've been at Gal for the past 2 years. I'm attending Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in the fall. I came to Gal after a rough sophomore year and was ready to give up on school, but my parents found Gal. I dreaded coming here, yet Gal was ready to help me in all the places I need help the most. Now that I'm at the end of my Gal career, I can reflect on all the great times I've had these past 2 years, and I'm sad to see them go. Yet, at the same time, I'm ready for a new chapter of my life. Throughout my time here, there have been many people who have helped me reach this point. I'd first like to thank both my parents for always being there for me. I'd also like to thank Mr. Brown for the advice and all the great math classes I've had these past 2 years. To my other teachers, thank you for helping me on my journey. Good luck, everyone. Thank you.
Good job.
Ryan Gould.
Ryan?
Hello, my name is Ryan Gould, and I've been at the Gal School for 2 years. I currently live in Edina, Minnesota. This fall, I'll be majoring in environmental science at Bryant University in Rhode Island. School has always been hard for me. I had a tough time managing assignments, being honest, and advocating for my needs. I wasn't making progress, and my family started talking about sending me to a boarding school. My stubbornness took over, but ultimately, I realized that I wouldn't succeed unless something changed. My parents and I then discovered the Gow School. I remember meeting Mr. Rogers along with Kieran Lofton and Luke Miranda. Mr. Rogers told me, if you choose to come here, you really have to hit the ground running. If I were to summarize my 2 years here, I would say they were stressful but enjoyable. My first year here was not my best. I did not hit the ground running, and I felt like an outsider. But then I met some lifelong friends. Shout out to Wyatt, Julian, Aiden, AJ, Michael, and Fede, and the rest of the guys. Thanks for all the memories. Eventually, I also started to succeed academically. I would like to thank Miss Allman, Mrs. Del Vecchio, for always staying on top of me and preparing me for college. Mr. Dibble, I couldn't have asked for a better advisor and English teacher. Mr. Howe and Mr. Thompson, thanks for your help on and off the squash courts. Grandma, Grandpa, I not only appreciate your extra support, but your hardworking past, which motivates me to always do better. Rebecca, even though I can be an annoying little brother sometimes, I really look up to you as someone with a joyful attitude and a strong work ethic. Lastly, Mom and Dad, I appreciate everything you've done for me. Thanks for not giving up on me even when I push back. I'll make it a habit to call home more often next year, and I'll be honest about how things are going. This year, I read Randy Pausch's book, The Last Lecture. In his last lecture, Randy Pausch said, "The brick walls are there for a reason. They're not there to keep us out. They're there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. Even though we have struggles, we need to push ourselves. And as my mom always says, focus on the opportunities we have, not the opportunities we don't have." Thank you.
Good job, Ryan.
Riley Granahan.
Want me to hold him? You got it.
So one thing that Mr. Rogers teaches us when we first get here is how to professionally introduce ourselves. Today will be my last time practicing that. Hi, my name is Riley Granahan. I come from Lincroft, New Jersey, and I'll be attending High Point University in the fall. Over the last 2 years, I've learned 3 life lessons that I will value for the rest of my life. Lesson 1, the importance of family. I don't define family based on blood relation. I consider someone to be family if they're by my side when I'm down, if they're supportive and happy for me when I achieve something big, and if they'll miss me when I'm gone. At Gow, I found my people, my second family, the people who were by my side. Oh, God. Lesson 2, thank you. Finding inner peace. Coming to peace with yourself is one of the best self-victories. High school was always rough for me. Going to high school for next year was very painful. I felt ashamed, embarrassed, and stupid. But now that I'm finally closing this chapter, I believe that taking another year was probably the most beneficial choice I've ever made in my life. I've not only come to peace with myself, but I've built an even stronger version of myself, mentally and physically. It's such a relief to finally love who I am and what I've done. Lesson 3, appreciation. Appreciation is the next step after finding inner peace. Sometimes you need to slow down and look around and see what and who is in front of you. You'll never know when something or someone will disappear one day for the last time. You were given people and things for a reason. I've learned to appreciate a lot of people who have helped me along the way. But I need to take a moment to thank the most important ones, Mom and Dad. A lot of ups and downs. I can remember all the angry texts from me, missing emails, sometimes like 14 days late. And I remember you putting the fear of God in me in every text. Some of the comments come in the form of, you better get your stuff together or we won't pay for college, so. But that helped me, those comments helped me find motivation. You've inspired me to be more disciplined, so I thank you for that, because now I've accomplished something I never thought I'd be able to do 2 years ago when I was at my lowest. I am now graduating from high school. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you around.
Adrian Joseph.
Hello, my name is Adrian Elijah Erskine Joseph, and I'm from Bronx, New York. I've been at Gal for 2 years. I'll be attending Utica University in the fall. First, I want to thank my grandma for never giving up on me and pushing me to keep going. My grandma told me, my brother, and my cousins that her wish was for all of us to graduate from high school. Well, Grandma Shirley, here I am graduating. A little backstory. Around 9th and 10th grade, I was on the verge of giving up on school. I was thinking to myself, will I even graduate from high school? Then, around 10th grade, my mom and I started looking at boarding schools. Luckily for me, my mom found Gal. At first, my mom and dad decided to send me to the summer program. Then, fast forward to the end of August, she asked me, do you want to go to Gal or not? I told her, I'll go back to my old school and use the tools that I learned from GSSP to be successful. But my mom said, nope, that's not happening. You're going to Gal. I told her I'd go under one condition. If I didn't like it, I could transfer after 1 year. My mom agreed and I came to Gal. Well, little did I know that was the best decision Mom and Dad made for me. And here I am 2 years later, graduating from Gal. I want to thank my family for constantly pushing me and telling me to never give up. I also want to thank both of my Gal roommates, Seth and Aiden, for showing me the Gal way and always encouraging me to bear and dare. For this once time, I'd like to put my pride aside and thank the RL department, because at the end of the day, RL is useful even if we don't like doing it. Miss Cannon, thank you for helping me with Global 1 last year and just making a fun class overall. And to the math department, thank you for always being patient with me and helping me do my homework. Mr. Dibble and Dr. Rennick, thank you for helping me become a better writer, even if I complained about the essays. Ms. Nakajima, thank you for helping me find my passion for music. Mr. Thompson and Mr. Gall, thank you guys for being my advisors. You guys pushed me to be the best version of myself. I'd like to finish with a quote from Naruto. If you don't like your destiny, don't accept it. Instead, have the courage to change it the way you want to be. Thank you all and thank you everyone.
Wyatt Cady.
My name is Wyatt Cady, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I have been at Gal for 2 years, and I want to thank my parents for making the choice to send me here. I'm going to be studying criminal justice at High Point University in the fall. Gal has helped me prepare for college by pushing me, teaching me how to do my own laundry, and forcing me to ask for help in the classroom. Coming here has made me more mature and much more independent. I wake up on my own every morning and keep my room relatively clean. My favorite memory from my time here at Gal was this past fall when we won the soccer championship with an undefeated season. All my friends were on the team, so it was nice to win with them. I remember when I was a new student and I was so mad at my parents for sending me here. But as time has passed, with all the friends and memories I've made here, I can honestly say that I am thankful for the choice my parents made. I wish the school, teachers, and students well. Goodbye.
Julian Smith Custer.
Oh man. Whew. Whew. Hello everyone. My name is Julian Smith Custer. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, and I'll be attending Wright State University back at home. When I first came to Gal, I was not excited to away from home. My parents sent me here because I wasn't really doing better at my other school. Coming here changed me a lot. Not just through the education, but by meeting new people and making great friends. Being with friends made me feel great and definitely improved my social life. Some of my first friends I met, who I would show appreciation towards too, are Freddie Falco, Ryan Gould, Wyatt Wynn, Walker Yankee, and the rest of the group. These guys helped me get through the good and the rough times at Gal. They're the reasons why I kept moving forward. They helped me physically and mentally. We would go to the gym and lift heavy weights. We'll go crazy, but we get the chance to be ourselves and just enjoy life and be happy. I'll hang on these memories, and I'll make sure that we will still hang out even after Gal. The faculty member I want to thank the most is Miss Tierney and Mr. Rogers for introducing me to hot yoga. That became a huge part of me. Hot yoga was part of my Gal life, and will be part of my Gal life after Gal. Miss Tierney was my yoga teacher. At first, it was hard to make progress. I couldn't do handstands and tricks, but over the years, Miss Tierney worked with me. Whew. Whew.
Come on, Jeff. Are you good?
I'm good, yeah. Just need a little break. It motivated me to get better, but I'm able to do the most of the ones she's able to. Yoga has helped me stay calm, so I thank you, Ms. Tierney, Mr. Rogers, for changing my life right there. Finally, and most importantly, I want to thank my family, especially towards my mom. You made all the sacrifices of me for over the years, even though I never noticed or realized it. So I thank you, Mom, and the rest towards my family. I'll be grateful for my Gal experience. I'll miss all of you guys, even all my underclassmen friends. So I hope you guys enjoy your journey and stay strong. And so I thank you all. Stay safe.
Matthew Mercedes.
Okay, I'm a little dyslexic, so it's work with me. Okay, ready? You got it?
Good morning. My name is Matthew Mercedes from the from the distant place known as Connecticut. I've been at Gal for about 2.5 years, and in a few short months, I will be attending Ithaca College and taking the next step on the inconsistently maintained staircase that is life. By the way, the me who wrote this speech 57 days ago wants me today to clarify if it's not obvious that any irregularities in my speaking isn't me getting emotional about leaving or anything, or maybe some of it is, but simply a consequence of me not being very good at public speaking at all. I'm going to be honest, I've dreaded this moment for 2 years, though past me was hoping current me would be more confident for today. When I first came here, I couldn't even stand up for my introduction at assembly and instead chose to make things awkward by mumbling my answers to the wall and praying for it to be over. Of course, it's probably just as likely I won't be able to get very far before breaking down into a stuttering, maybe emotional mess. But if I've made it this far in my speech and there's someone still listening who cares and hasn't tuned me out, then I guess that's all right. don't worry, I've done the exact same thing, tuning out.
Look at that. People love you, man. People love you.
There are a lot of people and teachers I would like to thank, but for the sake of brevity, I just want to mention a few. Mr. Jimenez, who helped me realize I was apparently good at writing, and Dr. Rennick, who helped me get through many of the challenges of this year, both academic and social. And thank you to those fellow students who helped me get through rough times and reminded me that I belong somewhere. You guys know who you are, I hope. I feel a bit alarmed that all of this is coming to an end. Nearly 13 years of moving from class to class, grade to grade, school to school, learning dozens of different things and interacting with hundreds of people. But now it's over, and whatever college has in store will be next. Whatever that will be is a mystery behind a door that I get to have to open by myself. But for now, I bid Gal farewell. Again, thank you, friends, teachers, and family for getting me to here. And most importantly, let's all collectively agree to never make me do this to myself ever again.
That is the Gao way.
Lauren David Morris.
Go right here, Chief. Right here.
Thank you, thank you.
Before I begin, I just want to give an extra congratulations to Matt Mercedes for that absolutely beautiful speech. Thank you, Matt. I want to begin my final address with my mother's favorite words. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, taking this world as it is and not as I would have it. Good morning. My name is David Morris, and I've attended the Gao School for 2.5 years. In the fall of 2024, I will be attending the University of Denver's School of Engineering after completing a postgraduate year at the Marine Military Academy in Harlingen, Texas. First, I want to thank family and friends. Grandma, thank you for all you have done, both seen and unseen. Cody, Dad, you've been a serious source of fun. And Mark, Mom, you were the keel to my ship through the storm. Thank you to my God family, Becky, Delaney, and Michael, and also shout out to Asher for being an amazing brother-in-law. Welcome to the family. Second, I want to thank the people closest to me here at Gao and back home, starting with Wyatt Whiten. Stand up. Wyatt, you've been my day one, and I'm going to miss you next year, but stay strong. And to Sophia back home, we survived 2,212 miles of being apart, and that's truly something. Shout out to the gang, Wyatt, Yankee, and Benny, as well as Alex, Shay, Bennett, Anna, Sarah, and Finley. All of you are amazing people. Thank you for being a part of my time here at Gao. And finally, I want to thank those who are here in spirit. Pop, Yulia, thank you for always watching over me. Now it's time for my message to the student body. Gao has taught me many things, but one stands out above the rest, and that is how I want to live my life. How to forgive both others and myself for wrongdoings, being able to separate my emotions from the best solution, and accepting my unchangeable past and uncontrollable future. Searching for internal self-worth as opposed to using external devices, but above all else, being at Gao, I've learned how to make the best decisions regardless of the situation. In other words, I've accepted what I cannot change, I've changed what I could, and I have the wisdom to know the difference. Mom, I know this wasn't what you intended for me, but I think in the end I turned out all right. Thank you for everything, and I couldn't have done it without you. High school was a wild ride, and I couldn't have done it without Gao. So thank you to everyone, and my congratulations to the graduating class of 2023.
Federico Falco Garcia.
Good morning, my fellow Govians. My name is Federico Falco, and I'm from Madrid, Spain. I've been 3 years at GAL, and in the fall, I'll be part of the Hospitality Management Program in La Roche University, Marbella, España. I would like to start by thanking mi padre, mi madre, mi hermano y mi hermana for never giving up on me. I would also like to thank the GAL School for preparing me for the next step of my life. To my dorm parents and Mr. Howe, thank you for keeping me in the right track all these years. I'm thankful for my friends. I'll always remember spending time in the gym with Wyatt, Michael Jonke, Julian, Philip, Ben, and Peter. I will remember hanging out in the creek with Xavier, being roommates with Ryan and Rafi, hanging out in the dorm with AJ, Tomas, Easton, Andrew, Eagle, Aiden, and Alex. And we cannot forget playing pool with Owen Smolinski and Milton Farrell. The GAL School helped me meet a lot of interesting people, like James and our talks about different theories, Bennett and her perspective of the world, the health classes with Annalise, the To Put It Simply conversations with Lauren Morris, and my Spanish-speaking conversations with Joel Bailey and Mr. Jimenez. And I cannot forget the savage conversations with Sarah. I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody that has been part of my 3-year growth at this school. And I hope all have a very bright future ahead of them. The GAL School has organized my life and showed me how to not be an unmade bed, according to Mr. Rogers. And I cannot forget the many times Mr. Rogers told me to tuck in my shirt. I'm excited for the next step of my life, but it's going to be hard to forget this place. It has been my second home for 3 years, but like everything else, I have to say goodbye. Hopefully, one day, I get to step back and see all I have achieved. I realize that GAL was there to turn me into the man I'm today. I'm ready to be a hotel manager. I cannot wait to travel around the world and meet people from different cultures. My hope for the senior class and for all other Govians is for them to fulfill their dreams so they can have a meaningful and happy life. So this is for the next generation of GAL students. Keep working hard and learn that you're the one stopping yourself. And please enjoy the journey. Gracias a todo el mundo y nos vemos en el futuro.
Jackson Hatcher.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, my name is Jackson Hatcher and I'm from Bakersfield, California. And I have been going to the GAL School for 3 years now. During my time here, I have learned so much and I am better prepared for my future career and for life. I wish to thank all my teachers, especially Mr. Jimenez, who helped me get through a lot of hard times. Mr. Jimenez, you were both a mentor and a friend for me. Thanks for all the fun days we had in your class. I also want to thank Mr. Chafin for keeping me in line to giving me the best chance to succeed, even though you never seemed the happiest when you called me into your office. But it turned out okay, I think. Mr. Cotter, thank you for bringing me here. Although I didn't have a regular high school experience, I learned a lot more than I would have in a regular high school. Growing up, I would sit in the back of the class with my one friend, Austin, so teachers would never call on us to read or to answer questions in front of the class. Then another teacher would give us the answers to our homework, and we just got along by doing that. I thought like that in high school, but I was wrong. I flunked most of my classes my freshman year. That's when my family decided they needed to make a change. So we started looking for schools and we found GAL. Now I'm standing here about to receive my high school diploma. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my family and the lessons they taught me, whether it be my grandma teaching me how to properly make my bed, or Papa Jim and Papa Ralph teaching me how to be a better man, my mom teaching me how to do my laundry, my father teaching me how to build things, and my friend Brandon teaching me how to work on cars and do construction. Riley, thanks for teaching me how to golf, kind of. Harrison, thanks for telling me to think before I would say something to get me in trouble. Aiden, thanks for all the real estate advice that you and Mr. G could never agree on. I want to thank my other friend Aiden from home for teaching me how to ride bulls, which is a work in progress to say the least. And thank you to everyone who has helped me through my GAL career. Finally, I wish to thank everyone who believed in me. Next year, I will be attending Keystone College in La Plume, Pennsylvania, studying criminal justice. Thank you and goodbye.
Aiden Dorenzo.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aiden Dorenzo, and I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I've been going to the Gal School for 3.5 years, and in the fall, I'll be attending Lynn University in Boca Raton, Florida, studying business management. I'm honored to stand before you today and express my appreciation and gratitude to the people who have played important roles in my academic journey. I'd like to start by thanking Mr. Gialonza for teaching me the basics of business. Your advice has really helped me understand the complexities of the business world. I thought I knew everything there was to know about business, but you opened my eyes to all new possibilities. I'd also like to thank Mr. Jimenez for providing me with my first A on an essay. Your belief and encouragement inspired me to work harder. I will always remember the things that you taught me in and out of the classroom. Additionally, I'd like to thank Mr. Bailey for making Spanish class so fun and interesting. Your enthusiasm for teaching Spanish, as well as your love for the language and the culture, have motivated me to travel the world and learn about different cultures. I want to also thank my parents and grandparents for the sacrifices they made and for always believing in me and supporting me through my academic journey. Your faith and encouragement and love for me have made me the man I am today. Finally, I'd like to congratulate my fellow seniors, and I wish you all the best luck in the future. Thank you very much.
Xavier Cantella.
Give me one of those shoes. You want one? I just want to show everybody.
All right, there you go.
Just wanted you to know about the footwear this guy made.
Thanks. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Xavier. I'm from both the Netherlands and Pittsburgh, USA. I've been at the Gal School for 4 years. This summer, I'll be attending Warren Wilson College in Asheville, North Carolina. I want to thank my family for allowing me to come here to the Gal School. I also want to thank all my friends that I've made here at the Gal School. I see you all as a second family to me. I want to thank Ian Fisher for giving me a smile every day during OE, which is outdoor education. I want to thank Desire for always being with me, even though this year we were far apart. You were always in my mind and in my heart. I want to thank my favorite teacher, Mr. Parsons, for always taking me in when I needed help and always giving me a quiet place to work. All right. Family is the most important thing in life. They are the people to support you through times of both happiness and despair. We have different types of families, like our current family, our future family, and our Gal family at Gal here. I want to talk about our Gal family. I have been at Gal for 4 years, but it feels like home to me. and for maybe some of my other fellow seniors and other GAO students, past and present. You will all learn that GAO is a caring family, kind family, encouraging, hardworking, honest, and there's a lot more. The GAO family is a place where past, present, future GAO students, teachers, staff will always be welcome no matter how many years they've been at the GAO school. A part of your soul stays behind once you leave GAO. That small part of your soul that stays behind is forever part of the GAO family. If you ever lose or gain something in life, GAO is there to support you. So I want to thank all my teachers who have dealt with me throughout all the years. I will always remember the impact you all made in my lives. To all my friends, you helped me get through GAO and brought me back every year. To Buildings and Grounds, to always being kind to us and caring and helping us with everything. I want to thank Mr. Rogers for all the lessons that I participated in. That's all. Yep.
Good job, Xavier. Really proud.
Edward Cotter.
I've been waiting to do this for a while. What's up? I'm Edward Cotter, and I'm from the place with the best weather around, Buffalo. I've been at GAO for 4 years on the books, but I've actually been here my whole life. You probably know why. Miss Milam, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done to me on and off campus. For my brother, I remember you wishing me good luck during your graduation. Now I can tell you, I made it. For my mom, you supported me through the years, and there's nobody like you. Now for my dad, I know we had our arguments over the years about what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, but I think graduating is one of the right things I've been doing. Over the years, I've made a lot of solid bonds with friends that I now call my brothers. I've made memories with close friends, and like anybody, I've had my disputes with many people. GAO has shaped all of us in many different ways and teaches you how to adapt to change. I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've formed strong bonds with a lot of people, and some of those bonds aren't the same as they used to be. But everyone here has impacted my life. I'd like to thank my friends here and at home for the memories we've made over the years. I'd also like to thank Mr. Jimenez for always pulling through when I was in my lowest. You're a great teacher. I'd also like to thank Mr. Jared Bailey for letting me mess with him for all my 4 years here. Next year, I will be attending Tampa University studying business and finance. I'm hoping to have a successful career. My advice to the underclassmen is toughen up. A lot of things happen in life that we aren't going to like, but if you keep complaining about it, nothing will change. Now I'm going to end my speech from a quote from a once good rapper. Many people ask me what I would have done if I didn't graduate. I guess we'll never know.
Brother and father, legacies.
Oh, a selfie. Confiscate that cell phone, Mr. Rogers. Bennett Foster.
You gonna give Betsy a shout out? Okay.
Sorry, short. Hello, everyone. My name is Bennett Foster. I come from Brunson, South Carolina. I have a mom, a dad, and 2 older sisters. I have 2 dogs and 5 cats. What is important to me? Respect. To me, respect is important because I think it can get you anywhere in life. Why did I start my speech like this? Well, at the beginning of every year, new students stand in front of assembly and introduce themselves. This is me doing that. I never did mine 4 years ago. And hopefully, I still get to graduate after admitting that. I ended up at Gow after searching for boarding schools. My previous headmaster, Miss Fanning, recommended Gow. I came and I checked out the school and I told my dad as we drove away, I'm taking this one off the list. This was until my number one choice contacted me saying that I should come here for a year and then reapply. I went back and told Miss Fanning that I was going to Gow. She was ecstatic. That's also when I found out Miss Fanning and Mr. Rogers were good friends. Remember how that other boarding school said come back after a year? Yeah, here I am 4 years later giving this speech. In the fall, I will be attending the University of Denver, majoring in philosophy. I'd like to thank my family for always supporting me and being there for me. I would also like to thank Miss Fanning for telling me about this school and supporting my decision to come here. Rain, thank you for being a good friend and roommate. I don't know what I would have done without you. Shay, there's nothing really to say except you've been there since the beginning. Josie, you always seem to find a way to lighten the mood and add excitement to whatever's going on. Toby, you've been there for tea sessions, both the rant kind and for actually drinking tea. Because of our tea sessions, I'm going to leave behind a box of tea for you. Next, Oliver. I may not have known you for as long as the others, but you were quick to become a friend. Finley and Annave. You both are a vibe that I hope to become one day. Mr. Jimenez, I don't really know where to begin, but thank you for always being there and to be supportive for me. Mr. Bray, thank you for giving me a laugh whenever I needed it. I also want to thank my dorm parents, Ms. Nakajima and Ms. Sullivan, for being so helpful and making things fun. Now, there's so many other people I'd like to thank, but I need to wrap this up. So, to finish, I'd like to say thank you to everyone.
Good job, kiddo. Got the toppers? Okay. You get the diploma.
Rain Guttrell.
Hello, my name is Rain Guttrell. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I've been at Gal for 4 years. Next year, I will be attending Northeastern University, double majoring in bioengineering and mechanical and industrial engineering. I will also be studying abroad in Ireland this fall. I never once thought I would make it to this point. In middle school, I struggled with my mental health, my grades, my coaches, and my teachers. By the end of 8th grade, I had a C in most classes, no motivation, and since my anxiety had gotten so bad, I had stopped going to sports practices. My parents had to intervene. When I arrived at Gal, my expectations were low, but to my surprise, my teachers actually helped me. My grades started to skyrocket, and for the first time, I was told I was smart. And since sports were mandatory, I had to go to practice. Now that I'm here, I can confidently say that I've done almost everything in my high school career that middle school me thought I would never achieve. Mom and Dad, you found this school and you brought me here when all I wanted to do was give up. Your help and guidance have brought me to this moment today. No amount of gratitude could even come close to express how appreciative I am. and how honored I am to call you my parents, my #1 supporters. Grace and Emma, you two are the best siblings anyone could ask for, even when you get on my nerves, or I get on yours. Thank you for being here these past couple of years, through both the highs and the low moments. Miss Nakayanjima and Miss Sullivan, you two are the sweetest people I've ever met, and both of your cats are pretty sweet too. I know you guys are supposed to be my dorm parents, but to be honest, you're more like best friends, and I'm gonna miss you both next year when I'm making my matcha lattes and I need hot water. Thank you, Mr. Marshman, for being on my side all these years and helping me become the confident person I am today, though I still disagree on your opinions on the Princess Diaries franchise. Thank you, Alex Barr, for making me food on your super secret stovetop. Hey, you definitely don't have in your room. Thank you, Ken, Taylor, Emily, and Tatum, for making these past years memorable. Shout out to the lunch table, especially for all the artfully made grilled cheeses whenever there's tomato soup. Finley and Annabelle, thank you for letting me come into your room every night for tea and food. Shay, you are the best wrestling partner I've ever had, and possibly the worst, since I'm pretty sure every time we were paired together, we did more laughing than actual wrestling. And finally, thank you, Bennett, for being the most wonderful roommate these past couple of years and dealing with me, whether we are in RL together or in the same advisor group. I'm so happy to call you my friend. Though I'm happy with my experience here, I'm equally happy to leave and move on to the next chapter of my life. Thank you.
Harrison Hanley.
I thought you skipped me there for a second, sir. I thought I was going to have to repeat a grade. It was scary. Howdy, everyone. It is my great pleasure and honor to be greeting all of you today and graduating from this great institution. Today marks a special moment as we celebrate our achievements and our farewells to everyone here up on the stage. In the fall, I will be attending Georgia Military College, a United States Service Prep School. Today, I want to talk to you about embracing the suck. Whether it's workout, going through boot camp, taking a test, or going to the Gao school, you need to embrace the suck. You need to. Moving forward, when things get tough, now, of all of us here today, are the biggest fans of school. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I get nervous. Well, you're the biggest fans of us here today. And all of us up here today have realized that long nights at study hall, Saturday school, and Mr. Roger always hounding on us is exactly what we needed. Today, I would like to also tell you the story on how I landed at the Gao School. I came here with my father and my brother. The school was supposed to be for my brother, Hunter Hanley. And I was just a tag along. And once Mr. Rogers found out I was a twin, he wanted me here. And my dad wasn't so sure about it. But Rogers said, if you want me to take one, you have to take both. And so, with the great gracious of Mr. Rogers, I ended up here at the Gao School. I would like to thank Mr. Rogers for affording me this opportunity and thank my parents for actually affording this opportunity for me today. I'd also like to thank my chief, Marty O'Connor, for letting me be part of the fire company. I'd like to thank all my teachers up here today, too, for tolerating me in class. And for the underclassmen, piece of advice, don't make Mr. Chafin mad or he'll wake you up the day of graduation with a bucket of water. Thank you, everyone.
Hunter Hanley.
Hi. If you can't tell, I'm the bear-looking twin. Yeah, okay. I need to get my pointing finger out real quick. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Hunter Hanley, and I will, And this was my 4th year at Gal. This summer, I will be attending the United States Coast Guard boot camp. My 4 years here at Gal have been very interesting to say the least. Thank you, Mr. Chafin. Okay, hold on a second. I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to my parents for supporting me and, of course, paying the bill. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And also like to say thank you to the whole Gal faculty and staff for giving me a world-class education. And Mr. O'Connor, thank you for going out of your way to put up with me and my brother, even though we know you didn't have to. Okay, where am I at? Okay. And for being a great chief at the fire company at South Wales. And of course, I can't forget about Mr. Kaufman. Mr. Kaufman is the definition of a great mentor. He taught me more than I could ever ask for, and helped me out with a lot of issues. I mean, a lot of issues, to say the least. So thank you, Mr. Kaufman. You helped me more than you ever know. And don't worry, I'll be back to see Ryan and Mrs. Kaufman. I'd like to leave you all with this. I stand before you today as the average person that is proud to admit that I was not the best in my class. I did not spend hours and hours studying like my classmates, Alex Barr. Instead, I hung out with my friends and built relationships that will last a lifetime. Instead, I took some time talking to my teachers and getting to know them and building relationships that will last a lifetime. A lifetime. So yes, I sacrificed some grades that could have been better, but what I gained is a lot more important. I'm proud to say that I'm dyslexic and I need Gal, but I'm also proud to say that it's not the people, it's the people that make your education, the relationships and the relationships you build will last a lot longer than an education you earn. So take a break every once in a while and hang out with your friends and get to know your teachers. So thank you, Gal.
Legacy.
Abdurrahman Sheikh.
Hold on, boss. Let's get this right.
All right, testing. Good morning. My name is Abdurrahman Sheikh, and I live in Seabrook, Texas. I have been at Gal for 4.5 years. In the fall, I'll be attending San Jacinto College in Pasadena, Texas. First, I want to thank my teachers for being there for me when I was feeling down and for always supporting me. Thanks to Mr. Gialonza for making class fun and giving me little seniors ideas. I highly recommend taking his class. Also, I want to thank Ms. Sullivan for making RL enjoyable this year. Mr. Safnicki, thank you for being a great teacher and coach. If it was not for this school and all my teachers, I would not be up here and I probably wouldn't be graduating. Thank you, Gal. I want to thank my parents for sending me here. Mom and Dad, thank you for bringing me so far and for helping me succeed and getting to where I am now. One thing that I will miss the most about Gal will be my friends. During my time here, I've really enjoyed spending time with so many of you, especially on the weekends. Gal has changed me in many ways. It's taught me the importance of structure, getting to places on time, and working hard to become successful. I've also learned so many lessons in assembly from Mr. Rogers. I wish the students, teachers, and everyone good luck next year. Now, for the underclassmen, work hard and don't do anything stupid. Thank you.
Leave me up there. Jacob Bay.
Alexander Allen.
Hello, my name is Alexander Robert Allen. My whole life, I've moved around from state to state. The first place I called home was Watertown, here in New York, but I also lived in the cold of Alaska, Colorado, and Pennsylvania, and in the heat of Texas and Hawaii. Why did I live in all these places? Well, my mom was in the Army. I can't thank you enough, Mom, for serving our country. Dad, I would like to thank you for being my first soccer coach. I would also like to thank Mr. Zeiss and Mr. Zolet for coaching me at Gow. To my teammates, it was a confusing season, but we made it to the championship game for the third time in a row. At this time, we came out on top. I want to thank to everyone that has played with me throughout my Gow career. I can't believe that I've been here for 5 years. I guess time flies when you're having fun at Holiday Valley. I took one of my friends, Will Fisher, off campus every Sunday to go skiing, which made the ski season so much better. Will, I'm thankful that you were a person that I could always get first tracks with. To thank you for being such a great ski buddy, I got you a gift to use. Next year, when you're skiing without me, I'll give it to you after graduation. Next year, I hope I will be able to teach people how to snowboard as an instructor in college. In the fall, I'll be going to Mount Allison University in New Brunswick, Canada. I always wanted to live in a different country. So Canada, here I come, hoping to study aviation and photography and become a commercial pilot. Maybe I'll enlist and get into the Top Gun program. And no, it's not an Air Force program, it's a Navy program. As a snowboarder, I would like to finish by saying, get out and explore. Don't be boring. Thank you.
Yeah. Dude, that was great.
Mark Burris.
Good morning again. As I said before, my name is Mark Burris, and I'm from Oberlin, Ohio. When I was younger, my mother would tell me about the Buddhist parable of the mustard seed. In essence, the story is about a person who learns that every family has experienced hardship or a challenge. And when you begin to talk with others, you realize that you are not alone. The message of the parable is many people experience great loss, but learn in their own way to keep moving forward. This parable reminds me of Gal. Coming here, you hear people's stories about their struggles in life and school, and you realize you are not alone. I often say that there are two words that come to mind when I think of Gal: hope and opportunity. But today, I want to add another word, community. It is the community of teachers, staff, and students that make Gao a place of hope and opportunity. I've made so many memories and have learned so much over my 5 years here at Gao. I couldn't possibly think of a way to thank everyone that helped me on my journey here. But there are a few I do want to mention. First, my mother. You are the embodiment of the word sacrifice. You are the strongest person I know. I know I'm so lucky to have you as a mother. To my brother, I've always looked up to you because of your kindness and positivity. You are truly my inspiration. And to Miss Milam, thanks for being like my second mother here at Gao. I don't think I would have made it my first year if it hadn't been for you. I'm forever grateful to have met you. I would like to end with a quote from Confucius. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope brings peace. Thank you.
Let's wait right there.
Mark is a legacy. Luke, his brother. Mark's also our student council president, so I'm going to ask our former student council presidents attending today, Mr. Loriano, if you would please join. And I believe Mr. Simmons, if you're here, please join. You can observe this. Are there any other former student council presidents? All right, come on down, Kent. And we're going to have Luke present the diploma to his brother with you guys on board. Also, John Sims. Okay, now, Luke, you can present it.
Go out there.
Seth Fish.
Hello, everyone. My name is Seth Fish, and I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I've attended Gao for 5 years. First, before I talk about myself, I'd like to talk about others. I'd like to thank my family for their encouragement and unconditional love. Grandma, I want to thank you for your love and thoughtfulness throughout my life. Josh and Rebecca, thank you for your nonstop support. You guys are the best siblings I could ever ask for. Mom and Dad, I know that sending me 1,000 miles away was a hard decision, but I think it was the right decision. You were looking out for my future, and I'm forever grateful. Now, on to me. By the end of 7th grade, my reading comprehension was at a 2nd grade reading level, and I struggled to keep up with my peers. But since then, I've grown and learned so much about myself. I was scared to transition to a new environment. However, when I arrived at Gao, I felt like any other student. And as time went on, I was given the tools I needed to succeed. During my time at Gao, I've had the privilege of being taught by some of the most dedicated and inspiring teachers. They have challenged me academically, pushed me to be the best version of myself, and believed in me even when I didn't. Their unwavering commitment to their students' success is truly inspiring, and I feel so lucky to have been a part of this community. A special shout out to my advisors over the years, Mr. Sims, Dr. Rhodes, Mr. Zeiss, Mr. Jimenez, and Mr. Marshman. Each one of them have helped me in a meaningful way. I want to add thanks to Mrs. Chafin, Mr. Rothfuss, and Mr. Sims, who really helped me during my first years at Gao. And of course, thank you, Mr. Rogers, for being a great leader we can all look up to. Since I arrived at Gao, this place has received 464.2 feet of snow. In the fall, I will be attending University of Arizona. The University of Arizona is in Tucson, where the average snowfall each year is 0 inches. Needless to say, I'm looking forward to going to school in Arizona. I'm excited to start the next chapter of my life, but I will never forget the impact the school has had on me. Thank you.
Tu Senhe.
Good morning. My name is Qiu Senhe, but I'm more commonly known as Eagle. I'm from Shenzhen, China, and I will be attending Hobart and William Smith colleges next year. Before coming to Gao, I felt like school was an obligation or a burden task. However, being fortunate to get to know teachers who have given me a renewed sense of myself and helped me fulfill my curiosity, and friends who brought me so much joy. I'm standing here because the connection I made with many people, especially friends that I made over the summer program, like Fede, Seth, and Ruben. This year, I met Andrew and Easton. It was like we have known each other forever. I won't forget all the enjoyable moments like we had in Philip and Wyatt's room. I will remember the entertaining conversations with Fitzpatrick and Gabe about history, and my philosophical chats with Annalise and Micah. Xavier, even though you can be bothersome sometimes, I am grateful for your friendship. Peter, I know we had a rough start this year, but it has been a wonderful having you as a roommate. To the other amazing people I have met, it has been a pleasure for knowing all of you. I want to thank my tutor, Christy Nelson, for everything she has done for me. Without her, well, I have no idea how I'm going to be. I won't have know about Gao. I want to speak to my mother. 谢谢您，母亲。我很感谢您能让我带到这个世界上，为我付出时间和心血，因为这5年我过得很开心。我感谢您。Although my time at Gao has come to an end today, the connection I made with friends at here will stay in my heart forever. At last, I want to express how glad I am here today, and there are no words that I can describe the joy that I had. So I wish to my fellow class of 2023 and faculty and staff and all the other Govians have a successful and joyful time, either it's inside or outside of Gao. Thank you.
Ryan Shea.
Hi, my name is Ryan Shea, and I am from a small town called Sharpsville, PA, but I currently live in Elma, New York right now. I've been here at Gao for 5 years, and in the fall, I'll be going to Villa Maria College right here in Buffalo. Before I came to Gao, school was hard, a lot of late nights, lots of hard work for my parents and me, could not get good grades. Then I came here, I was doing better, still couldn't get any good grades in RL, probably because my handwriting sucked. My other teachers now, especially Mr. Sims and Miss Chafin, still sucks, but there are many people I want to thank, like Miss McQuestion for always being there for me in the library, and my amazing advisor, Dr. Lennick. But I would not be here on stage today if it wasn't for my parents. Mom, thank you for the opportunity to come to this school and supporting me all the way through my learning. And Dad, thank you for helping me with all the ups and downs of my learning differences. I would not have gotten such a good education without you. And to Mr. Rogers, for your retirement when you're here in Elma, I hope I don't have to go and pick you up off your kitchen floor at 2 a.m. in the morning. So do not do that. Some words of wisdom that my dad told me for the underclassmen. It was my first day at Gowan. He told me to just keep on going. That means whenever it gets tough or whenever you don't think you can do it, just put your head down and just keep moving forward. It will pay off in the end. Thank you.
Good job, Eagle Scout.
Ewan McGuigan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ewan McGuigan. I'm from Maui, Hawaii, and have been at Gow for 5.5 years. Next fall, I'll be attending Colorado School of Mines to study mechanical engineering. I'd like to begin this speech with a quote from Professor Randy Pausch during his last lecture before he passed away. He said, "We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand." This quote reflects my mentality and my experiences at Gow. After being diagnosed with dyslexia and countless years of struggling in school, I was convinced I was given a bad hand. This all changed when I came here. Gow gave me the mindset and knowledge I needed to lead my life the way I wanted to. Throughout my time here at Gow, I believe I've played my hand pretty well. I've learned to conquer my dyslexia and use it to my advantage. I'm now graduating high school and ready to begin my transition to higher education. There have been some notable people here that have helped me get to the point where I am now. First off, my family. Words cannot describe the love I have for all of you. And I know my journey through Gow would have been exponentially harder without your love and support. Mom and Dad, thank you for all the sacrifices you made to see me succeed and grow up into the young man I am today. To all my friends, all of you guys have played a pivotal role in making my time here at Gow as fun as possible, while at the same time helping me create memories that will last a lifetime. I will miss all of you guys. Mr. Jared Bailey, I admire the times when we would speculate about the latest macroeconomic trends or when we would go golfing on the weekends. I will miss the fun and laughter you brought to my time here at Gow. Mr. Gullo, you have been one of few teachers who had the desire to push me to my absolute limits. You were able to see the potential I had and you wanted to see me succeed. I want to thank you for showing me the gift I had and inspiring me to succeed in college. Finally, Mr. Rogers, you have led this institution in a direction that I believe no other school can compete with. I love how every day you strive to inspire and lead the students to use their learning disability as a tool and not an obstacle. You and the teachers here have taught me how to play my hand the right way. Thank you, everyone.
Well delivered.
James Brook.
Good morning. My name is James Brook, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. I've been attending Gow for 6 long years, and I will be attending High Point University in the fall, majoring in international business. I started Gow in the 7th grade with no idea what was going to happen to me when I got here. The school has helped me improve upon my reading and writing skills in every way possible. I would like to thank Mr. Jimenez for making English class fun and enjoyable with his sense of humor and helping me when times were tough. I thank you, Mr. Jared Bailey, for letting me make jokes that would not normally be appreciated in economics class, and for putting up with my nonsense as my dorm parent. Without the support of my mom, I wouldn't be at this school a school that has changed me in many ways possible. Thank you, Mom. Even though I should have paid more attention in classes and should have taken more time on my work, I now know what I have to do in college. I can finally say that my time at Gow is complete and my flights into the Buffalo airport are no longer booked 6 months in advance. Thank you.
Hold on to your seats. Arrington Brown.
Hi. Good morning. My name is Arrington Brown, and I'm from Ardmore, Pennsylvania, and I've been at Gal for 6 years. This fall, I will be attending Pennsylvania College of Technology to study electronics and computer engineering. Nelson Mandela once said, "The greatest glory in living life is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." Well, I've fallen a lot at school, but somehow I managed to pick myself up and keep moving forward. I can thank Gal for that. I've made a lot of great friends here that are now my brothers and sisters. You know who you are. I will miss all of you, and I will miss all my friends. I will wish all my friends the best in college and in the future. Mom and Dad, thank you for all your sacrifice that you have made. Mom, I know we've had some rough times, but I want to say that I love you so much. We both know that Luella and Lewis and Mouse would be so proud of me. Dad, thank you so much for all the wisdom you shared with me, even though your lectures were annoying here and there. I'm going to miss Gal a lot. I will miss Mr. Mena's awesome English class we had together for 3 years. Mr. Menace, without you, I would have never been a confident writer. Mrs. Cannon, I will miss your sweet and kind, caring attitude towards math, because without her, I would have never thought about taking pre-calculus 6 years later. I will miss Mr. Landowner's awesome eighth grade history class. Mr. Brown, I will miss your amazing pre-calculus and calculus class, and thank you for sharing the love of classical music to me. Mr. Bray, thank you for showing me how hard it has to take for me to work in math. And for Mr. and Mrs. C, I'll miss our late night chats, your advice, and your 3 kids. Thank you, Mrs. Chafin, for being a great RL teacher. I know me and you both know we didn't get off on the right foot, but looking back on it, you were an amazing teacher. There's so much more I could say about the faculty members at this school, but I want all of them to know you guys are great people and you guys are good at your job. Thank you. My final advice for underclassmen: if you want to do well at this school, just go to tutorial. And always remember that choices have consequences. Thank you.
Patrick Frawley.
Oh Lord, I'm not ready for this. Hi, my name is Patrick Frawley. I've been attending the Gow School for 6 atrociously long years. In the fall, I will be attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona, Florida. I want to thank my family for sending me here and helping me get the education I needed. I also want to thank my best friends at home for always supporting me and having my back: Madison, Amber, Poppy, Bonnie, and Lily. I also want to thank Liz for always feeding me, and thanks to the whole Sage staff for letting me group food late at night, and much more. After 6 long years of what teachers call school, or what I like to call purgatory, I'm finally graduating. Throughout my time here, I've had 2 letters engraved into my brain: RL. Thanks to all my teachers that put up with me in RL. I want to thank Mr. Brown for helping me follow my true passion, aerospace engineering. Mrs. Mursky, thanks for getting me through the god-awful college application and admissions process and for putting up with my shenanigans. Mr. Hazen, thank you for passionately teaching one of my favorite subjects, biology. I never wanted to get out of a class so quickly in my entire life. The number of times I told myself I will graduate while battling through your biology work is probably higher than the number of cells in the entire human body. Yet I loved your class and always wanted to learn more. Thank you, Mr. Hazen. I know I will miss you and your class. I also want to say congratulations to Mr. Chafin. You won't have to deal with me being late to breakfast again for the rest of your life. I want to thank my friends for joining me on this insane journey over the last 6 years, including the Merch Brothers, James, Arrington, Oscar, Seth, Fabian, Noel, Kieran, Jules, Isaiah, Ewan, AJ, and so many more. At this moment, I'd like to say to Mrs. Sullivan, sorry, not sorry for ruining an RL class by getting the class stuck on a stupid sound for this class stuck on a single stupid sound. Finally, I would like to say, without this school, I wouldn't be the person I am today. This school has helped me become the confident and successful. It's taught me that I can go on and do what I love in life. I will miss this school, but oh Lord, am I ready to get the hell out of this tiny town in the middle of nowhere. Thank you.
Were you on time for breakfast today?
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't on time for breakfast.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry. James Murch.
If anyone's asleep for this one, they won't be after. Good morning, gal. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, everyone? All right, good. Throughout this past school year, I've thought about this opportunity, the chance to stand in front of the entire Gal family once again. Many students have been talking about their memories of this place, but when I try to go through all of mine, I've realized that I have so many. It feels like I've spent an entire lifetime here. I've gone through so much, especially in the last year, and I've bared it there through most of it. This school year has been the year for me. And it's all because of this school. Before I became a Govian, I had the attention span of a puppy. Squirrel. Without the structure, sports, commitments, and most of all, the faculty of the Gao School, I can confidently say I would still be whining about getting up in the morning. I now have the social skills, organizational skills, and study skills, and the knowledge to do absolutely anything I set my mind to. When I was 10, I would have laughed if anyone would have told me one day I would have the discipline to read a book in one sitting. Or if someone would have said I'd be accepted into High Point University along with my twin brother. There are too many people to mention and thank, but here are a few of the most important ones. First, all my fellow lifers. This last 6 years has been a roller coaster. Thanks for riding it with me. Ewan, Fabian, and Oscar. Being roommates with y'all for the last, while has made for a crazy, awesome experience. To my fellow students, I'm there along the way. Thank you, everyone. This school year with all of you has been the most meaningful experience of my life. I gotta thank Mart, though, as a friend and a president. Ooh-wee. And at the core of it all, behind the scenes, are my mom and dad. Mom and dad, you've allowed me to be the smartest, the most good-looking, and able to do anything. Mom, I now understand why you say that. It's true. If reincarnation was real, then this has got to be my favorite reincarnation yet. My name is James Murch. I'm from Kirtland, Ohio, and I want to finish off my last student obligation with a quote for you all from Alan Watts, a writer and philosopher. He once said, "The whole point of dancing is the dance." Apply that to life. The whole point of living is the life. Remember that, all right? Until next time, take care.
Come on up, Dad. Creighton Merch class of 1964 is one of our volunteer trustees as well. It's good to have you here.
John Murch.
Good morning. I know you're probably not paying attention by now, but if you are, my name is John Murch, the better Murch twin. I come from Cleveland, Ohio, and I've been at Gal for 6 years. Dr. Seuss once said, "Sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." As I think back to the countless times I've laughed with friends or struggled on a homework assignment after study hall up at Hill House, those are the memories that will stick with me forever. Without all the supportive teachers here spending countless hours helping me with homework, I would not be standing here today. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. C for just being great people and always welcoming my friends and me in to have great late night conversations. To Mr. Jimenez and Mr. Jared Bailey, thank you for making my free time so much better and always having great stories to tell. To the two most important people in the room, Mom and Dad, I deeply thank you. Mom, still to this day, I don't know how you have so much energy, but I want to say thank you for never giving up and always pushing me to do better. Dad, without you, I would not be standing here today. You have always supported me in every part of my life, so thank you. In the fall, I will be attending High Point University, majoring in business administration. Thank you. Once again, Gal.
March! Yeah! Yeah.
Oscar Plekas.
Good afternoon. My name is Oscar Plekas. I'm from Allegheny, New York. I know it feels like you guys have been here for 4 to 6 hours, but I've been here for about 11 years. I will be spending my next 4 years at Miami University of Ohio. Trust me, it'll only be another 5 minutes. I would like to thank Mr. Meyer for everything he has done for me. When I started here, I played modified basketball. Mr. Meyer was always so mad at me. There was a little kid on the team named Jacob Buddha. He was a nice, sweet, a very annoying kid. When you add me to the mix, you wanted to get on the next plane out of here. But Mr. Meyer did his best, and he was always there to take care of me. A lot of people don't know this, but when I first came to Go, Mr. Wangland was my big brother. Mr. Wangland, you were there for me when I started, and you're still there to me today. Thank you. Ms. Milam, I want to both thank you and apologize to you for having you answer any questions I had. I would like to apologize for my first year with Jacob Buddha. Me and Jacob Buddha would go out of our way to annoy you. I knew then that I was your favorite and now that I'm your favorite. Mr. Bray, Mr. C, and Mr. Jimenez, you guys were my parents away from home. When I first started here, I would go to Mr. Bray and Mr. C for everything. I never knew that running would be such a passion of mine. Later in my career at GAO, I went to Mr. Jimenez whenever I had a problem. I missed our 11th grade class with Arrington and Edward and me. This is my second favorite class of all time. My favorite class of all time was John, Ab, and Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, I want to thank you for always having a smile on your face. You would always bring up my day. You would always bring up my day and make me smile on my face. You were always there for me when I needed you. Thank you. Ms. Sullivan, I want to both thank you and apologize to you for my 5th period class. And Ms. Chafin, I want to apologize for that class too. Mr. Rogers, thank you for allowing me to come to GAO. We have created a lot of memories over the years. I wish you well in your retirement. Mom, Dad, I want to thank you for sending me and Otto to GAO. If I never came here, I don't think I would be thinking of college. GAO has changed me for the better and has pushed me forward. The last person I want to thank is my brother Otto. When I first started, I did not know anything. I was lost and I didn't know what to do. You were there to show me the ropes. You helped me so much in my time at GAO, and I thank you. I'm really proud of how far you've come. Class of 2023, we've done it. We are finally done. For Arrington, John, James, Patrick, and Ewan, we have been here a long time, and it's finally come to an end. There are many more teachers and staff I would like to thank, but we would be here for an hour. Thank you.
I'm going to try and channel my inner Jimenez here. I love this class. It is now my honor to present the graduates of the GAO School class of 2023.
Stand up, Don't leave that. I got one more. Go.
Apparently there's going to be a party at Riley Granahan's house this summer.
We've done it.
I'm with you, Mr. Marshman. A remarkable class, tight, good-spirited, respectful, kind, hardworking, honest. Got another award, but before I do that, I mentioned earlier you're looking at a fulfilled person, and you are, and you know the 8 steps to getting there. I just got to take the moment and ask my wife, Ann Rogers, to stand up. Give her a shout out. Appreciate the work. Come on, stand up. Thank you. Thank you. Served a lot of ice cream, sewed a lot of buttons on blazers, wiped a lot of tears. Thank you. We retire, going to take a vacation. I'm going to cut the grass. I'll stay out of your hair, don't worry. The Peter Gow Jr. Award in honor of the founder of the school, This award is the highest honor a student in the upper school can receive. It is presented to that student who, through character and achievement, has contributed most to the success of the school year. It gives me great honor and pleasure to present the Peter Gow Jr. Award to Mark Burris.
Got it.
Thank you.
Watch out.
So a new day is dawning for these amazing young people behind me. But a new day is also dawning for another extraordinary couple. And I would like to invite Mr. and Mrs. Rogers to join me, please. Come. Mr. and Mrs. Rogers, Brad and Ann, have always been so welcoming to me over the last 10 years or so that I've been coming to do this. And I've always felt that I was coming home because of your amazing gifts of kindness and hospitality. And I personally thank you. And before I bless this amazing class, I'd like to offer another blessing as this new day starts for Brad and Ann. And so I invite you all, no matter what your faith tradition, to raise a hand of blessing in their direction. Don't be shy, raise a hand of blessing, and let your blessing, your gratitude, and your love flow from your heart to theirs. May the Holy One bless you and keep you. May the Eternal shine upon you with grace and with love. May the divine presence enfold you and uplift you in all that you do, and bring you extravagant joy and peace this day and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. And now, awe-inspiring Govians and gathered assembly, will you continue to pray with me? Holy, Eternal One, thank you for your presence here among us today, and for the many gifts that you have bestowed upon each one of us, and especially upon this graduating class of 2023. Be with them now as they set forth on their journey through life. Guide and protect them each and every day. Give them inquiring and discerning hearts, and a sense of joy and wonder in all that they encounter. May your love keep friendships alive and the character of this place in their hearts. May the spirit of forbearance and daring fill their sails, and may the pillars of kindness, respect, honesty, and hard work strengthen them on their way. Bless them, Holy One, and bless each one of us this glorious day and forever. And let all the people say together, Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Ann. We're going to ask our singers to once again lead us. We will have the final song, and then I will officially dismiss us and conclude this school year.
and let peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our Father, brothers are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Well done, singers. And now we finish. We bear and dare with a bold spirit, a positive mental attitude, hope with action, and of course, grateful hearts. With the diplomas confirmed and signed, the class of 2023 has launched. Mr. Monroe, we're ready to finish. Mr. Salerno, Mr. Marshman, it's my duty to officially declare the 2022-2023 school year over. There we go. Fill them up, Mr. Bagpiper, fill them up.